Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Cody Jones, and honestly, man, I'm really excited to do a review for this series because honestly, man, this shit was amazing. And today's review is going to be on HBO's The Last of Us. And honestly, man, I'm really exhilarated to talk about this because I fucking loved it. I love the way it was done. I love the way that the storyline was delivered, the characters, the storyline, very, very amazing, man. So, honestly, man, let's just get it cracking. Now, if you don't know what Last of Us is, it was a PlayStation video game that came out a while ago, and it is basically about like it's set during the apocalypse, not the zombie apocalypse, but a more like infected humankind apocalypse where people just have these fucking like flower heads. I don't know what the fuck they were called, but like, you know what? Maybe it's better if I just show you an image. Alright, so basically, the infected are called clickers, which are like cordyceps that are infecting mankind and turning them into these like enormous flower bloom fungus that people have accidentally ingested because the fungus that's been spreaded into food, sugar, flour. It's like a lot of people have been like digesting the fungi that was spreaded into the food and everything. So basically, people digested these cordyceps and became infected, and they basically turned into fucking human mushroom heads. And honestly, man, the way that they fucking portray them is horrifyingly fucking ugly. It's like basically that's just how they look. Like very fucking ugly, very mushroom headed looking. And honestly, man, like it is terrifying. And they're also called clickers because of the sounds that they make. But honestly, man, it's like with the world being infected by clickers, you have two characters, Joel and Ellie, who are not only surviving the whole apocalypse and avoiding the infected, but they're also avoiding a group of like militarized um, soldiers who are out to kill them, which are called fireflies. And honestly, man, it's like I'm not really gonna spoil very much of the show because I don't know how many people have seen it yet. But I'm just gonna skip some of the real big major spoiler based stuff. And I'm just gonna get to the basics of the story. Basically, Ellie is the only human being that's not infected because her blood, her body, she is completely immune. It's like she's been bitten twice and it never infected her like it would normal people. And so she is the answer to rebuild humanity. But whether or not Joel takes her or doesn't take her, well, I'm going to let you guys find out on your own. But over time, Joel is dealt with either caring for Ellie or taking her to where she needs to go. And the hard thing is, he doesn't want to grow attached to Ellie because he already lost one child and because he already lost enough people that he loved. And he doesn't want to go through that once again. because his daughter was, well, again, I'm not going to spoil it. So he lost enough before and after the apocalypse, and he doesn't want to get attached anymore because if he gets attached, he's afraid that he's just going to lose another person that he loves. But honestly, man, the comparisons that they did with the TV show and the video game, it's like I've been watching this shit and I keep, like, me and my brother and sister all been watching it, so it's like me and him would like mumble to one another like, oh yeah, I remember this scene. Oh, I remember this character. I remember that whole fight. I remember this cutscene right here. Oh man, I remember that little tidbit right there. You know, I remember the university, the giraffe, and all that shit. You know, it's like we're just going back and forth, like remembering everything. You know, we never got to play the second one yet. I will play it and I will do a review for it. Maybe, I'm not sure. But honestly, man, like when I've gotten news that The Last of Us was going to be an HBO show, I was exhilarated. I was excited, but I was also very um, curious as to how well they were going to do it. I didn't know who Pedro Pascal was because I never seen The Mandalorian, but I really grew attached to the characters in the TV show as much as I have in the video game. I love the video game so much. I fucking played it twice and enjoyed it every single time. And the way that the girl that played Ellie, it was fantastic. And the guy that plays Tommy, the fucking guy that played Robbie Reyes, aka the Ghost Rider um, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I didn't even know who the dude was until I saw Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I instantly remembered who he was and I forgot all about it. And the way that they done Tommy and Joel's brotherly relationship and friendship and brotherhood and all that, it was hilarious, it was funny, and very just enjoyable to watch. What I love about the show is they add a whole lot more to the TV series than they ever did with the video game storylines. Like they gave a backstory to how the whole thing started. They gave some of the characters a backstory, and like they were just so much more detailed and so much more storytelling with the show than they were with the video game. Not to shit on the video game, I fucking love it. I love Naughty Dog's game, and honestly, man, it was just a blast watching, and I absolutely loved it. You know, I think that this TV show was amazing. HBO really fucking, it was a amazing storyline. And as for the season finale, I did not expect it was going to be this soon. And honestly, I really got choked up and emotional with the way that it ended, and it really gave like an emotional like feeling of whether or not what Joel did was good or bad, if he made the right choice or the wrong choice. And it's a very fucked up thing, you know. It's like, um, would you rather like risk your child and save humanity, or take your child away and leave the world as it is? You know, it's a very tough situation for some people. And honestly, it's like I would never wish anyone to even go through something that painful, that harsh, that very questionable thing, you know. It's a very fucked up situation. And it's a lot for Ellie to bear because she has to deal with the weight and the fact that she is the cure for humanity. But at the same time, I mean, she's a teenager. You know, it's a lot of pressure and a lot of baggage for someone, especially for someone her age. And honestly, man, it's like I also love watching some of the behind the scenes stuff. It was very interesting how it was done, and it was just, I loved it. You know, I loved the backstories, and I loved the behind the scenes stuff. I watched every single behind the scenes clips, and they were just enjoyable to watch. But for the show, I cannot even, I don't even know how else to say it other than the fact that this TV show, it is a straight 10 out of 10 out of 10. You know, I fucking loved every second that this show delivered. Every bit that it gave, it was just straight perfection. You know, I fucking loved it. And honestly, I'm very excited for season 2 to come out. I'm most certainly going to record and give my reaction to the trailer whenever season 2 trailer comes out. And to be honest, I'm kind of hoping that they delay the inevitable that they have in store, because I never got to play Last of Us 2, but I know how it's all going to go down, and I know what to expect. And honestly, I don't know if I can go through it. I really don't want to go through that, because honestly, when I saw a clip that someone spoiled of what happened, it really fucked me up. It really, like, I was just, I mean, I'm not even afraid to say it. I was bawling when I saw uh, what happened. And it was straight up one of the most fucked up scenes. And I haven't even played it yet. So I guarantee that by the time I do play it, it's going to fuck me up. I'm going to be bawling again. And honestly, I'm really hoping that they, like, delay uh, this character's outing, you know? Because it's going to fucking suck. Like, without a doubt. So before Last of Us Part 2 gets turned into a season, I hope that they delay that and create more backstories and more side stories and just, I mean, Neil Druckmann, man, I'm just hoping that you delay his outing, man, because it's really gonna fucking suck when you bring it to an end immediately like that. But honestly, man, this season has been very emotional, very amazing, very funny. It had its laughs here and there. This whole series, the series as a game and the HBO season, it is just a roller coaster of emotions, like the good, the bad, the fucked up, the hysterical, and the upsetting. And honestly, man, the way that this whole thing was done, it was just, I loved it. I loved every bit of it. And I cannot wait for the season 2 to come out. Again, I hope that they delay this character's outing. But I mean, time will tell, you know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Did you see the series? What do you think of it? What do you think of the game? And are you excited for a new Last of Us to come out soon? Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't. That way you can be, like, honestly, man, just subscribe to this fucking channel, man. And hit the bell notification right next to it so you can be notified whenever I release new videos. And also, it's free, I mean, if you guys subscribe and hit the bell, you might get a cookie. You might get this hat. I mean, you might get something. You might get nothing. I don't know. You're going to have to find out for yourself. But other than that, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I'll see you next video. I'm out. Peace.